The views and comments expressed on the following radio program by its hosts and their guests do not necessarily reflect the views of rmconair.com or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
One voice. I'm your host, Chantal Nannette.
I'm her host, Mr. Kevin John. And to the left of me
is Reezy, who's struggling with these headphones. I think I'm gonna just put it back. Like this.
And then I am your poet, Brook Jean. Or like Kevin John like to say, brookjean.com.
Brookjean.com. Got it going on.
Got it going on.
Speaking of going on, Reezy, your hair is immaculate tonight.
It's doing it tonight, right?
It is. Woo! Lord have mercy.
Were those bantu knots?
Yeah, I try to do them pretty big, but I just.
How long did it take to dry?
It's still kind of wet in the back. The middle is still wet. I got a blow dryer. I was doing that. The comb was struggling. You know.
Going through everything. Yeah, we know.
I'm about to say, I don't know. Y'all know. I don't know nothing about this comb struggling, getting through naps and all that stuff.
Us women, we go through a lot.
Us black women go through a lot.
Exactly. We go through so much.
Our beauty regiments and our
the routine.
Mani-pedis and
yeah.
I mean, but men equally have to. We have to groom ourselves. We have to shave. We have to get an edge up. We got to do all kinds of stuff.
You barber for the edge up?
No, not all men.
You shave yourself?
I do mine myself. That's why I look.
Oh, that explains.
That explains the 99-cent edge up.
Right,
exactly.
Right.
But
shape up, tape up.
Yeah. But don't you guys want, like, this is my thing. I think girls look best all natural, and sometimes I think girls go overboard with the fake nails, the fake hair, the fake this, the fake that. It's like at the end of the day, you know, you could save yourself a lot of time just going natural.
Yeah, but you know what it is? A lot of people, I mean, we're bombarded by the Kardashians and the Beyoncés and the Rihannas, and they're all on magazines, but they're all airbrushed.
And you see what all the men... What men say
men
that they don't want, but that's what they go after. They choose you over them.
Right. But a lot of women don't understand Photoshop.
But they say we want natural, but what do they run to?
But see, you guys are talking about a business that's saturated with this, you know, idealistic form of what beauty is, as far as airbrushing, plastic surgery, Botox. That's not even the real world. What you guys are talking about is a small percentage of what men may speak of when it comes to beauty.
That's what you guys want for the most part.
Yeah.
No.
You give me Kim. You physical beings.
If you give me a room with Kim Kardashian, with who else did you say? Halle Berry, with Beyonce,
Jill Scott, throw her in there.
With Jill Scott, with Jill Scott,
Erykah Badu.
That's
real.
Well, that's kind of like Jill Scott, but yeah, we'll throw her in anyway.
Well, Halle Berry to me seems to be very. I mean, aside from the nose job in the 90s, but she's very...
She's pretty natural, yeah. She's pretty... She's authentic looking.
Yeah.
But anyways, you know, if you give me a room with all of them, and throw Reezy in there, just for, you know, giggles.
Just because, because I'm serving hors d'oeuvres.
Just exactly. She's the help in the room. So.
The help.
And I would take the help.
You take the hors d'oeuvres.
Of course.
Are you spitting game right now?
You know, I thought about that after I said it, and I was like, that may not have come out right. Her boyfriend may be watching this. I may have
He's at the movies. This is why I'm late, because I was like, is he going to come or...
Oh, he's here.
Is he here? He is here.
I thought you were bringing him down.
I wanted to. I told him, and he was kind of nervous, because I was like, they're excited. They all want to meet you. And he was like...
They would have beat me, huh?
He could have came in and parked over there and rooted you on.
You know, I think.
Go, baby, go.
He,
That would have been, go, babe. Babe. You did that.
Cool, dude.
now, is that how he talks too?
He's like vanilla cornbread, not cornbread, white bread, Wonder Bread, like white. He's not one of these like want to be down, like kind of listens to hip hop sometimes. Like he's not.
So to him, hip hop is probably like Run DMC or
Justin Bieber.
Will Smith.
He went through a hip hop
No,
phase.
Bieber.
Oh, Bieber.
No, he's like a De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest. He
Oh,
went
wow.
like
Oh,
that's-
okay.
He listens to that. He don't listen to
Eric B,
He's from
Rakim.
New York.
yeah.
That's why.
He like to New York. Yeah,
Yeah, New Yorkers, they got
not
that.
like Vanilla Ice or nothing like that or Eminem.
Ice, baby.
I mean, if I'm gonna date something like that, I might as well date a black dude, right?
So, do you mind asking how did you and your boyfriend get together? What was the story of that?
Do you know what UCB is? Upright Citizens Brigade. It's an improv comedy thing that like Tina Fey and a bunch of like the SNL people.
So it's like
started.
a Groundlings kind of thing.
Right.
Okay.
In New York, UCB is like top.
Oh.
So I was taking an improv class. I sucked. Because to me, I thought everything I said had to be a punchline. So I was like, I'm just going to be funny as it can possibly be. And they were like, no, it's not.
It's not the
That's
business.
not how the game works.
Yeah.
So I stopped. Like I finished that 8-week class and then I stopped and they were having an open house and the email said wine and food free. And I was like, I'm going. And he was there. And we exchanged information. We exchanged Facebook info because I thought he wanted to be Facebook friends, but apparently.
You got to keep it simple. Facebook first, and then move your way up to Twitter, then Instagram follower.
Life really quick and see what they're about.
Right.
Now, how to get the name Sushi again?
First time we went out, he took me out to get sushi.
Okay.
So his name is Sushi Sam, Pots and Pans. But his real name is Anthony.
But,
Hi, Anthony.
yeah, what's up, Anthony?
He's at the movies.
I tip my hat to you because I have to sit next to this every Wednesday night for an hour and a half, and you have it permanently.
He is sweating.
Yeah, sweating profusely. So, when did you know that he was the one? When did he have you?
The one. What?
Ooh, Kevin, don't put on a spot like that.
Okay, I didn't. But
That you were ready
I
for
mean,
that.
as
we
far
were dating. I said that I was like, oh, we're friends with benefits, and he got so offended, like hurt, crushed. How dare you? Like, just get out of my house. Like,
wow. So, Reezy, real quick, just for the listeners, can we define what friends with benefits is?
friends
With benefits.
That means nothing
That
at
means
all.
everything.
If our listeners
You're
don't know what that
18 and
means, then they
over.
probably shouldn't be watching the show.
That means I have
You-
look, like last week we were talking about, a dude, he was talking about, do you women just go out with the dude just to,
Get a free dinner and things of that sort.
friends with benefits.
Right.
So you was using this guy.
No.
You had to think about it. you took a deep breath in. No. Oh.
I take it as you're experiencing a relationship, but you haven't made yourself exclusive.
Right.
Right.
There you
It's
go.
like, if you feel like you need that comfort from someone, you have someone you can run to, who you can watch a movie with, hang out, cuddle, and stuff like that.
He was like he's doing improv as well, and I went to a couple of his shows, and his classmates or whatever were like, "Who is that girl that just left?" And he'd be like, "Oh, we're dating," and I was like, "Who? When did we cross that bridge?"
He's not wasting
I didn't get the
time.
memo.
Kind of happened without me knowing it was happening, and then when I was getting ready to come to LA, he wanted to have the hold hands and,
Official.
so what happens when you leave talk, and I was like,
he locked you down, girl. That's what he
Dang,
did. He
yeah,
locked you down.
was. You must have been.
you left.
You must have been putting something on him to be like that.
anti-way.
I'm NT something. All right, NT how? NT face. But anyway, so how? I have no idea what NT face means. But at any rate, obviously he was the one that initiated the relationship.
Right.
What I initially asked you was what made you fall. What was that moment? So you had to consent to the relationship at one point in time. What was it that
Gave you
inspired you to do that?
Distance.
I was like, yeah, we can be boyfriend, girlfriend. I was like, man, on this plane to LA.
Throw that in there.
So Reezy, I'm waiting for an answer.
That was it. Distance.
Distance.
I was like, we're good. And then I came out here, and everyone's always talking about the dating scene in LA and how it's crazy and terrible. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't have to do that. I have a boyfriend. He's in New York, but he's my boyfriend.
Do you love him?
Wow, Kevin.
She does not
you
want
know,
to consent to that.
Chantal,
like
see, this is the thing. I do kind of think it is somewhat appropriate because we know each other well. If y'all want to drill me about my love life, feel free to. Her name is New York, and it didn't work out. But anyways, back to what. But you know, since he's out here, we all felt intrigued to ask about it.
Who is we? It seems like you. Intrigued. We're gonna talk about this via FaceTime later.
Is he out here for 2 weeks?
No, he's only out here till Monday, Tuesday.
Man, really? So we
in
won't
2
get to
weeks?
see him next Wednesday.
I think she purposely hid him from here. You know,
and we
I
talked
I
about
wanted him
that.
to come. I said, and he
said
he
you would let him
kind
know.
of he was like, oh, they want to meet me, and he was like, he's really gonna put me on air. I was like, I don't know. Probably.
See, he could have had his 5 minutes of fame on the air.
Yeah.
He said he improv
He
too,
wasn't ready
right?
for that.
He wasn't ready for it. He'll be back.
Yeah, because if he improv, we got to get him on the radio. We can shoot back and forth.
Wayne Brady, hey.
Well, Reezy, whatever it is, I just want to say I am proud of you. I know it is difficult,
We
the dating
support
scene
you.
out here. We support you. We endorse you. And
It's difficult too.
if
like,
you need a DJ at the wedding, just let me know.
it's I don't know. I'm not. Anyway.
Well, you guys, we're going to go ahead and cut to break, and we're going to come back with Brook Jean with our show theme. And we have Dr. Diva Verdon coming too. The guru. The empowerment guru. Can't wait, you guys.
You know, some empowerment in here.
Yes.
We're going to go back into relationships again.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Jeez. How you guys? This is Chantal Nannette. We're One Mic, One Voice.
What's up? This is Kevin John, One Mic, One Voice. .org.
You have your poet here, BrookJean.com.
And this is
someone-
Miss Reezy.
With sound effects.
Boing. It's like, okay, the turkey is done.
Right?
Brooke, what's our show theme for the day?
Our show theme is expectations in honor of our special guest coming up. Raise up your expectations to start racing towards faster paces. Slow down your alibi. It's trying to fly, spreading the truth of how to recoup. But people don't want to learn or listen to constructive criticism. Is it not in your best effort to absorb everything that will make you who you are today? I speak for the people that occasionally get knocked down around, no room for circumstance. Take a stand in life. Get up and fight back with passion, filled aggression, not aggressively stressing. You deserve to leave impressions. Showing your demeanor cannot be walked on or over. Make noise for your future's sake. Enjoy what this world can take because anything can happen at any moment. That's the saddest truth, but still the happiest reality. Cherish what you have and see then. There's no need to live in fear, a simple learned emotion built to scare. No one compares to the little voice in your head, the gut feeling of intuition. Take your life on expeditions because when it is too late, it is too late. There's no room for what ifs, regrets, and I could have done. Your life is a set of one. Raise up your expectations.
All right.
Raise them up.
Expectations.
Yes, empowerment in honor of our special guests.
No, that's awesome. You have to, in order to empower oneself, I think you have to raise your expectations, your standards, and all that other good stuff. So
take chances.
Risk.
Now, what if they tell you, because people have told me before that my standards are too high.
No, they're not.
Standards pertaining to what?
Standards just in general. My standards are too high on what I expect, like in a job, in a man, in an apartment, in a roommate. Like, so do you believe in maybe lowering them a little bit?
Who tells? Oh, well, it depends on who's telling you this. Who's telling you to lower your standards?
Dudes that I won't date.
That's their problem.
Exactly.
That's their issue.
I was about to say, Reezy, you.
Realtors whose leases I won't sign.
Right. I mean, the individual that you are, I feel like your expectations are fine. Because it's not like you're trying to be a Nicki Minaj, like, oh, you need to have this, you need to give me this, you need to do all that. Like, you're a reasonable person. And I feel like whatever your expectations are, what you should keep them at. I'm not lowering my standards because I know what I deserve is what I deserve.
Exactly.
I'm going to have to piggyback off of Brooke on that. I think that you are one of the most low maintenance, like, just grounded chicks that I've ever met out here.
Really?
That is a huge compliment.
But I'm not from out here.
But I'm just saying, just generally speaking, I mean, I could say globally, you're one of the most low maintenance chicks that I've met.
Grounded is a good thing. Grounded and low maintenance.
Grounded, super low maintenance. Whoever told you that you have high standards is a lie. Or some man that you really pissed off, because I don't believe that.
Well, unless she has a different story in New York, that can be different, though, because she's in L.A. now. So.
Yeah. Maybe when she gets, she turns into my Reezy when she gets to New York. It's a whole, you got to have the rose petals out for her. She can't.
Well, see, I'm not one of these, like, very, like, emotional, like, feelings, like, in touch with my emotion type females either, so I'm not.
Apparently, the way you described your last relationship, you aren't that emotionally
I'm not.
connected. But that's good. I think that's the best way to protect yourself, you know? And of anything, since I made a biblical reference last Sunday, of anything, it even says biblically, guard your heart before everything else. And I believe the best way to do that is to, not put your emotions or not lay your emotions on your sleeve and become so emotionally just driven and motivated off of that.
Think like a man, act like a woman.
Think like a man.
That's how men think. They're emotionless.
Yeah, men are very emotional.
You know what? Yeah, exactly. I say men are very emotional. They don't show it because it is in the man DNA to portray a masculinity demeanor. So a lot of times they won't show their emotions, but men cry just as much as women do.
And
they just
why they
cry.
have heart attacks.
It's not even about crying.
I cry.
Have you ever dated a man?
I cry.
Have you ever dated a guy and he was like, it's no big deal, but you could tell he was salty about something.
Exactly.
You
see it.
You see it.
You see it and you feel it.
Yeah, they're like, you didn't come to their show or something.
They get in packs just like women do.
Station or some crap.
Yeah, men PMS just like women do. All right. I mean that's the way men throw attitudes, hissy fits, emotional. She did turn around real quick. Like, I didn't know how to explain it though, but they do. People don't think that men are connected or in tune with their emotions. I know a lot of men that are. And not just gay, flamboyant men. I'm talking about heterosexual men.
Straight black men.
Yeah.
The ones who act the biggest and the baddest and the toughest. And the ones that are... Those are the ones who are the most sensitive.
Right.
They just don't... I'll put it like this. Tell a man...
I texted you good morning this morning. You didn't respond.
Right.
I told you to have a good night. You didn't hit me with
Chantal, if you want to see firsthand a man's emotions, tell him that he sucks in bed.
You
don't even need
that alone. No man himself.
You need to say if he asks you how it was, just be like, it was fine or it was okay.
I've actually slipped and done that once.
Don't let me suck. Just like, it was okay. He'll be like,
what?
Right? Yo, I'm about to say, what? You'll see a whole kind of feminine come out of him. He say, but he'll start switching it up.
Like the gay dancer.
Yeah, you know, he may fall out. I'm saying. I mean, because as men, that's all we have, you know. We are into that, you know. We're all about just that self-confident, that self, what is the word I'm looking for? Basically, we're very prideful. And we're prideful in everything that we do, especially in between the sheets. You knock a man in between the sheets, you might as well call him a woman.
Yeah.
And that's how they
I've
take
done it before.
Yeah.
But anyway, I have Brook Jean sitting over there, so I can only talk. So.
We'll talk.
Oh, I know. I saw Chantal was about to go into something, and then she looked at Brooke, and I was like, whatever, this is...
Let's do a vacay.
Brooke, can you take 5 real quick?
Take a trip around the court.
So speaking of sex, how about the new Pope?
Yay!
Like that segue?
Pope Francis.
He's Argentina?
Argentina?
Yeah, South American.
There you go.
First Pope of the Americas, because I think all the other ones have been European or Italian, actually. I think.
His actual name is Jorge, and he chose Francis because that interprets to helping the poor. So he's actually a really humble gentleman. And they said when he came out, I had to leave. I saw when the smoke came out, but I had to leave the house. When he first came out, he, instead of saying, I will pray for you, he asked the people to pray for him, which I thought was very humbling.
Yeah. Well, I mean, which it just shows that obviously that shows his humility. That look, you know, I'm a human being, and I need you guys to pray for me as well. I struggle just like everyone else. This is a challenging. Yeah, everyone needs prayer. I'm not supposed to be the one laying hands on y'all. Y'all can reciprocate that. But, you know, I know that South America was just going insane when they announced it because, you know, they have more than 40% of the Catholic population in the world is based there. So, you know, they partying like Mardi Gras tonight.
Your research.
Research? No. I was brought up Catholic. So, you know, I know a lot. I was thinking of being a cardinal, actually.
Are you? So you're still Catholic or are you Christian?
I mean, Catholicism is still Christianity. It's not, you know, it's a separate, it's a distinct denomination underneath the umbrella.
Right.
But as far as now, I just consider myself a non-denominational Christian.
Okay.
You know, whether that's...
There are a lot of... Who is talking to us? Brooke is just gorgeous. Yes, girl.
Who's that?
I don't know.
What y'all look
Women are brainwashed by the media.
Who?
The media is brainwashing themselves. You guys are not reading the...
I see the chat right there.
Yeah.
I think they were talking about when you guys were talking about your hair.
Oh, so
Hey,
women are
y'all.
brainwashed.
Pillow
What's
man.
up, Pillow Man?
Talk to us.
WD-40.
Brooke is just... Wow, I'm still stuck on that Brooke is gorgeous. I'll come back to the first thing, but...
No, she is. Brooke, it's been warm out these last couple of days. You don't look like you're getting no type of tan.
You know, I went to Runyon Canyon
Yellow
The bus
yesterday.
out crispin.
And I was in the
Brooke be
sun for
bleaching her
like 2
skin.
hours.
Brooke, you be
Nothing
ambient?
happened. Nothing happened.
soap?
No, I don't do nothing.
Do you wear sunblock?
Yes, I wear sunblock.
SPF like 86 or something?
No, what is it
86.
like? 30, 15? A low grade?
I don't believe you.
I do. Nothing happens. I don't know what happened to my tan. I used to tan all the time. What happened?
You look like you a little golden over there.
Yeah.
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 didn't
I go
press.
walking at the park a lot. Yeah.
I'm about to
I
go to
stand
Runyon
at the bus
Canyon.
stop and it's like the same side of my body.
It's getting tan
Right.
right there.
It's just,
I've been tanning, too.
this is my bus pass arm. You been tanning? You been going out these last few days?
He's been at the beach in his Speedo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Trying to tan my cheeks.
Yep.
What?
Tan the cheeks.
LMFA reference. Thank you.
Yes.
But yeah, you know, I tan. I actually tan really intensely throughout the summer. Like I leave like this and I come back like Wesley Snipes. Y'all be like, Kevin, what happened? Did you go to a tanning salon? No, it just
The volcano.
it's natural. But yeah, Brooke, you do stay pretty beige. You know,
White beige.
But when she does
But it's cute.
tan, she
It's
gets
cute.
real golden when
It's
she
gorgeous.
does tan.
According to
Golden.
WD-40.
She gets gold. See, I
Call us DW40.
hit that tan and I
I
get
said
crispy.
DW40, huh?
yeah, WD40.
Just got to get the name right.
You know, I want Pillow Man to call in because I kind of like that question he posed. So, Pillow Man, if you're still listening, call in and, voice your opinion on this.
You guys know Judge Judy is getting sued?
For what?
Yeah, I read about that.
Yeah, she's getting sued. She got some china or some whatever you call it, dishes or whatever, on discount for like $50-something thousand.
That's a discount?
Well, it's worth $514,000.
Ah.
So the people who gave her the discount, they want it back. So
well, if you give me a discount, that means that
because the lady and her husband didn't sign off on it, they're supposed to, I guess, something of that value. They're supposed to agree and have it written and signed off. Because that wasn't done, they're saying that.
You know what that means? They told her they were going to give her the discount, and then they Googled her net worth, and they were like, "Damn!" Because Judge Judy is worth a lot.
She's highest paid. I think she's the highest paid.
She's the highest paid judge?
She makes like $20 or $30 million a year.
She's the highest paid on television. Isn't she?
Yeah.
I don't even know, but she makes bank.
She is the #1 judge show.
Number one judge show. Okay.
How long has her show been on for?
A couple years now, at least 10.
Since Dirt.
So she's been on longer than Judge Joe Brown?
All of them. I think all of them. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, who's left? Joe Brown.
Yeah, Judy.
Mills Lane.
Brown.
Wasn't there Mills Lane a judge for a while?
Mills Lane, he was a boxing referee that turned judge.
Yeah.
Still.
Greg.
The black one.
Oh,
Greg Mathis.
Mathis, yeah.
Greg
I like
Mathis.
him. I like him.
Yeah,
He
Greg
turns it
Mathis.
up. I like him.
Yeah, he gets crunk with it. I actually went to a taping of his in Chicago one time. He off the chain. Yeah.
See, he's based in Chicago. That makes sense.
Yeah.
He didn't out there.
What, you thought I was lying? You had to check to.
I don't.
He is based in Chicago, so Kevin, you are.
Right.
But
now,
no.
are they real licensed judges?
I believe so.
Like Mills Lane was a ref.
Judge Joe Brown is real.
Well, I do know that I found this out when I was there for the Judge Mathis taping. The plaintiff, or is it the plaintiff or the yeah, was an actor, and they even told us that when we were there. There was a couple of people that worked in there. I don't know the particular legal terms for their positions, but they were actually actors. But the judges themselves, I think they have law degrees. I don't know if anyone's ever
they are. Even the
researched that.
The lady who did Tyler Perry, what was her name? Actually, she was on
Lady that
The black woman?
Yeah, the short lady. Yeah.
Judge Maybelline.
Maybelline, there you go.
Yeah, but what was Maybelline?
She was a lawyer back in the day, and she ended up getting the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they are real.
Maybe it's
there are
Maybelline.
real, judges.
Judge Maybelline.
Judges and.
Wow. So how much?
I was thinking about being a judge once, so because I really wanted people to call me Your Honor. That was
Your
Your
Honor.
Honor.
I think I should have been a lawyer. 'Cause I like to talk. I like to investigate. I
You
like to
do.
argue. I like to. What do you mean? I
You
do.
do.
What?
No, you
like
do.
to
Like
argue.
Chantal, I can see you as the type of person that if you date a man, I mean, you investigate, check his phone, go through his computer, check.
No.
You laughing over here
No,
too.
I
You
don't. No, I
know
don't.
some of that's true. You
No.
just and going through
would
his
hope it's not
pockets.
that
She just
extent.
looking at the tire tracks on his car.
I think any female
Looking
if a
at his
dude-
GPS system.
If a guy leaves his phone, like he's like, I'm about to go out to go to Target or whatever, and like happens to leave his phone, you're gonna be tempted to just be like, let me just. Okay, just like
look at the
not
last
all the
text.
way in. But
Nah.
I don't check that. I don't do that.
Nah.
you've never checked the guy's phone before.
Nope.
Not
I have.
ever.
Nope.
I have
Nope.
to the
Nope.
point.
And I knew
to
that
the
there was
extent
nothing
that
to
she
find, but I
said,
wanted
yeah.
to just be like,
I've never have.
Let me see what's on
But
here just real quick.
if some funny stuff is,
If you have an inclination,
if I start detecting funny stuff, and then with this online stuff, it's like, okay, everybody and their mama's online. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
People
So-
self-incriminate them.
So let me ask you a question then. Is it if you do feel so inclined
We love
to
talking
check their
about
stuff?
relationships, don't we?
I know
We
you
love
see, everything just goes back to that,
like one voice, one relationship.
right? It's true. This is your relationship talk expert here, Kevin John, Chantal, Reezy, and Brooke.
You're like Montel.
We are Montel Williams. Yeah, except I just don't conduct meetings in just my underwear. But anyways, thank
He
you.
was doing? I thought he always had on a little suit, some chinos, some corduroys.
Yeah, he had a lawsuit against them filed from his. This happened like 10 years ago. I don't even know. Anyways.
All right.
So going back to what you were saying, I think if you are so inclined to check somebody's, computer or cell phone or whatnot, if they give you a reason to suspect that they are cheating. And I'm not just talking about, oh, they came home 5 minutes late from work. I'm talking about a legitimate,
like they smell like perfume.
yes, specific
they're texting
reason.
and
You
like
find
ice.
lipstick on their collar, then I would say it's okay.
Well, I still won't check their stuff. Their stuff is their stuff. That's their personal stuff. Now, I will do my own checking on my own.
You a real investigator.
You go to his
All
Facebook
you,
page.
all you have to
like
do is
FBI over here.
Google them.
Oh.
Google.
I mean, yeah, I've had instances where I've received emails from other females.
Off
other-
Googling them?
No, emails from other females regarding dudes I have been dating or
Oh,
whatnot. So
I had
wow.
this girl call me once.
It led me, and I
Call
had
you.
somebody call me too,
Wow.
and it led me to
How'd that go?
what's really going on. So they gave me the hints. They gave me the clues. So, and I took her from there, and I was like, okay. Then, of long
So did you
behold-
confront him?
Yeah, yeah.
She left him.
And he
Bye. Bye,
was
Felicia.
busted red-handed.
Well,
And,
See,
got so angry about it.
Yeah.
And then ended up stalking me after the fact.
oh, where did you meet him? Church. Where
Wow.
did you meet this guy? He sounds terrible.
I'll say this much. I think women cheat just as much as men do. It's just that men don't know how to cover their tracks. Women are extremely slick in covering their tracks and making sure that they don't know how to get away. And we are getting distracted because we have some special guests coming in right now.
You could have kept talking and kept it real smooth. But
Exactly.
you didn't want to do that.
Nah, because no one was listening. Everyone was away. I was like, okay, well, we'll acknowledge the elephant in the room. Anyways, my point that I was saying, if you want me to keep going, was that women cheat as much as men do. It's just that men don't know how to cover their tracks. They're very sloppy with it.
There's no one gender that cheats more or less than the other gender. Like, people are people, and some people would never cheat, and some people, like, it doesn't bother them. It's not that serious. They
Have you ever cheated?
No.
You've never cheated.
I mean, I've never had a boyfriend, so ayo, that's a win.
I've never cheated either. No.
Have you? And we know you've been cheated on. Have you ever been cheated
I'd
on, Reezy?
rather leave them instead of cheat on them.
I don't stick. I mean, once I'm done, I'm done. Like, I'm not.
Going to go.
If
through
you're
the
bored, then you could be bored with somebody else.
So you're saying if you feel like you want to cheat on a guy, you should not be in a relationship with him?
There shouldn't be a need to cheat.
There should, yeah. If you feel like if you're not being fulfilled in some way and you need to go somewhere else to seek something, then maybe you shouldn't be with the person that you're with.
Okay, but then again, I think that's just kind of like, idealistically, yes. But when you're with somebody for an extended period of time, even married to somebody for an extended period of time,
That's when
you guys are going to have arguments.
Well, that's when you guys
You're
talk.
going to have debacles. There's going to be trials. There's going to be all kinds of things that present themselves. You don't just run out and cheat because at that time you're like, well, he's pissing me off. He's not fulfilling whatever it is I need. So,
And have you ever cheated? Because we're not asking you.
Right?
any
Exactly.
questions.
well, y'all can ask. I told y'all you can interrogate me
have
as
you
much as
ever
you want.
cheated?
I'm dropping, huh?
Have you ever cheated on somebody?
I have never cheated on
Have you ever
anybody.
been cheated on?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
By I Love New
Did
York.
you find out? How did you find out?
Well, New York was cheating on me with about 15 other guys simultaneously, so I don't even know that was like group cheating. But yeah, I don't even know you could refer to that. But you said what?
I said, how did you find out? Did you snoop?
I kind of really don't want to go into it because it was a very traumatic situation. But I caught her. I went home and not home, but to her place. I had a key at the time,
and
she
boyfriend was there.
It was all in my face.
Number 2.
It was all in my face.
It was
So-
all, wow.
And I would have never known.
Oh, for them, like you have a key and she just don't care that.
Yeah, but you don't. I mean, I've never given anybody a key to my place, but
She initially gave. I never lived there. I had my own place, but she just gave me a key just in just to have in case I.
So
there
what
was
were you
emergency.
doing at her house?
Well, the thing was, that's a very good question. The thing is we had gotten into an argument early. 'Cause I was over there earlier the night, and when I was with some of my friends, we had gotten into an argument, and I tried calling her at the end of the night because we were supposed to link back up.
Right.
She was not picking up her phone, and I started texting her, and I was like, "This is very weird. It's like now 1:30 in the morning. She's still not answering her phone or texting me
Did
back."
you think she might be asleep?
No, because we were just talking like at midnight or 11:30. Like I said, we were talking. We got into an argument. So this is maybe an hour and a half after that. I called to hook back up, and she was not
to
picking.
apologize or something. Listen, ladies, never give a key away if you don't want to get walked in.
Exactly. Keep it real.
Do your dirt.
It's a good thing.
Exactly.
I'm about to say it's a good thing I didn't go over there with flowers and chocolates to apologize, because that would have been a awkward situation.
Devastating.
That would have been. Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Because I don't think you get a refund on
even more
flowers.
angered.
I'm pretty sure you can't return
You
flowers.
can't get a refund on them, but you can like plant them, put them in water, try to preserve them for the next woman. You know.
Oh no, because once they cut them, they're dead.
And it's funny, the girl is actually texting me right now. I am not lying to you. I'm not going to say the name. I'm not going to say
I
the
almost
name.
read it out loud.
But
I almost-
thank you. No, we're still cool. We're still friends. But you
Call
know.
in, tell her to call in, Kat.
Oh Lord, y'all gonna start something up in here.
Why
Y'all
not?
gonna
Come
start
on.
something up in
He
here.
seems like a nice dude. He is a nice dude.
Pillow man. Hey,
Or he
Pillow
does
man.
seem like a nice dude. We don't know.
Oh, how
He
sad.
seems on air.
I appreciate you, Pillow Man. And see, you know, the reason I was compelled to not necessarily go ham on you when you said, well, if a man's not fulfilling me, then I'm gonna do, you know, because the moment
No, I didn't say that for me.
You're just speaking general.
Just generally.
Okay, because you know I think this y'all off the chain, but you see this is the thing. You know you can't. You're going to have your issues. You're going to have your arguments and things of that sort. That's inevitable in any kind of relationship.
Right.
But that's why it's good that you should know your partner and know them well enough to know that no little argument, nothing is going to come between what you guys have already planted, sowed, nourished, and invested in. And I think once you get to a point where you feel that flower, whatever it is y'all growing together, can no longer be salvaged, then I say it's okay. But I think nowadays, especially with the 51% divorce rate, people are just so quick throwing a towel, call it quits.
Well, I mean,
what happened to real love?
They don't seek into any type of counseling.
Exactly.
With each other, at least.
But a
Exactly.
lot of people, they jump into these things with the thought
That
if
I can
this
always
doesn't
get out
work
of it.
out, I can
Exactly.
always get a divorce. Like you come into a relationship or a
That
marriage
in the
with
background.
Knowing that you can get
Like
a
you're
divorce.
not thinking like this. We gonna work at this. Like I'm not gonna be a divorcee. Like you go into it like, well, worst comes to worst,
Get
divorce.
the papers.
Yeah.
Sign
like-
a prenup.
Yeah, which I think is detrimental to any kind of like even this prenup stuff going into a marriage. Like if you and I don't know, I'm kind of torn on whether or not you should sign that prior to a marriage because that kind of is saying, oh, what if we don't last? You should never be an option of what if we don't.
So if you were balling McBallin',
Which
and
I
you
am.
met right, absolutely. Hondo Accord is outside sitting on 12s.
Actually on
You were
14s.
balling- 14.
Give me 2 extra inches.
If you were balling McBallin', right?
Yeah.
And you met a woman and you guys got along and it was great, and would you make her sign a prenup?
But see, let me answer that question. Let me answer. This is the thing. I wouldn't just marry like some of these athletes that you see that just marry a woman after 6 months or whatnot. If I'm going to marry a woman, give her my last name, be tied in holy matrimony to her, you best believe I'm gonna know this woman inside and out, know her intentions, everything.
So that's a no.
I would not, because I would truly feel that she's.
You know, in the state of California, they're entitled to half after 10 years.
I do know that she's entitled to half. So I'll go get married in Nevada. We'll go to a Vegas wedding and have a shotgun one. And then, you know, we'll proceed, come back in California, live a happy life.
Mattered not where you got married, but where you reside.
Where you reside.
So
but
you just.
Well, we'll have since I'm balling, we'll have a house in Nevada as well. And that'll be our home problem. And we'll just come to L.A., you know.
But you know, I just read, actually yesterday, a young lady, 39 years old, in New York, Long Island actually, married a rich guy when she was young. I think she was 18, but prior to them getting married, he had her sign a prenup.
Right.
And he did tell her verbally before they got married that once they got their house, I think 6 months down the line, he was going to put her on the house, and then as long as she gave him his first child, then she would get half
How
the house.
old was he?
It's not too much older than her.
Oh, okay.
Not too much older than her. But they're still going through the divorce proceedings, but it was overturned. They stood by the prenup initially, but they overturned it.
How can you
because-
overturn the prenup legally?
Because his intention, she proved, and she said her lawyers couldn't even prove it, but she went back and she did her own investigation, and she proved and showed that he misled her into believing that that he was going to put her on the house, and after having a kid, so they overturned it because of
Wait,
that.
so she's leaving him because he wouldn't put her name on the house?
There was
deed
other things
or
that-
something?
Yeah,
There
this
were
is
other-
this
sounds
story is confusing
worse
me.
to me.
Probably was more detailed.
It's more,
in the
yeah, but as far as
finances.
the finance part of it, the divorce, I mean, the prenup was overturned, so now she's getting half of everything,
Ayo.
even with the prenup.
See, this is my whole thing on spousal support and stuff like that. I think that I was just reading about Ashton and Demi because they're going through their thing. Now, Demi is emphatically going after spousal support when her net worth is actually higher than Ashton. She's like
She
300.
don't qualify.
So my question is, why are women so just greedy for the spousal support? Same thing with Ellen, Tiger Woods' wife, Paul McCartney's wife. I don't understand.
Tiger Woods was worth like $300 million. But
Tiger Woods was worth $900 million.
something like that. Anyway,
Yes.
and he was sleeping with a nanny, so he gets what he gets.
Right.
But
Exactly.
And Annie and like 30 other women. But go
Halle
ahead.
Berry's baby daddy,
Gabriel
something, was
Adebulu.
also seeking spousal support. But women are not the only ones who are like, we need, because he was like, I'm taking care of the kids.
He
here,
did.
and I
Britney
need-
Spears' husband got spousal
Kevin
support.
Federline.
Yeah, I
Federline
agree.
is getting those Shar Jackson checks, those Moesha checks, and those
The Moesha check.
Britney Spears.
At the Moesha
Yeah,
checks.
because Kevin Federline has like 6 kids.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. That guy is just babbing them out.
And I
Bam.
heard they just got him on like tax evasion. Like he was getting his spousal support and wasn't paying taxes on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
And
He
he
was.
got fat. So
He did. He put on some weight. But yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. I mean, I think it does go both ways. But really, you going 400 million? Do you really need 400 million?
no, but if you have it lying around, you just got it lying
I
around.
mean, it's like
I think
4,000.
men complain about how a woman wants to take half his wealth or whatever, but at the same time, look at the time they've spent together. Look what she's invested into this person. I blame some women because they just allow the man to take care of them, to do
Yeah.
all
Let's
the.
talk about Kobe Bryant's
Okay,
wife.
so hold on.
Kobe Bryant's wife.
Invest. While
That's
you
an
with this
interesting
dude,
thing.
Kobe Bryant.
Invest and do something. To build your own life instead of just becoming,
Absolutely.
like
Like Shaquille O'Neal's wife did. You see, she built her own thing. So she. But anyways, going back to what I was saying is, as far as a man, like you said, a man works for that money. That is his money. I feel personally that a man is entitled to his money when he leaves a marriage. A woman is entitled to her money. Why would I ask? Why would I ask for a woman's money?
What if I don't have any ends? What? Like I'm now accustomed to a.
Sound like you need to get a job then.
Right, but
So
I'm
it falls
accustomed
to
to living a
that
certain type of
housewife
way.
position.
I'm not. When Nas and Khalees got a divorce, she was asking for like $70,000 a month or some crap. Like
Ridiculous. Like Diddy's
OD,
baby mama.
Something OD.
Yeah.
Like now, I don't need that much to live off. Like I'm living off of.
You living off crackers and food
$12
stamps.
a month now. Like,
EBT.
I'm barely make just these are my ends, and it's not all the way there yet. But like. I'm not asking for all that, but if a woman is now, we've been married for 20 years or 10 years, if I'm now accustomed to living a certain type of way,
You're entitled
then
to.
I feel like I should be entitled to something.
Exactly.
Especially if I popped out like 6 kids.
But what
Like,
did you build in that? What did you build?
We built the home together.
No, don't say we.
At
He
least
built
let
the
me-
home.
At least let me keep
He built the home.
No, because
He
she's
built
doing-
that home.
She's doing that.
Kobe Bryant built that home. Tiger Woods built that. Michael Jordan built that home,
Kobe
and his
Bryant-
wife took it.
Yeah, but then
come
who,
on.
But then who knocked
Come
the
on.
Who knocked the house down? Tiger Woods,
Exactly.
Kobe Bryant,
No.
Michael Jordan.
Hold up a
Keep
second.
me- keep
They're
me in
not.
the crib. Or
They're not
I
the
get
only
to
ones
keep the
cheating.
crib.
They're not the only ones. These women are just as guilty as doing it as well.
Listen,
You gonna say all these women? Come on,
No.
come on.
Okay.
Shawnee O'Neal, Shaq's wife, was cheating on him every away game that he had.
Because he was cheating on her every away game that they had.
Okay, so
Maybe
look,
they
two
had
wrongs don't
this
make a
thing.
right,
They
and
have
I'm not
a
advocating that,
That's
but
just-
I'm just saying y'all keep blaming it on the man, like the man is the problem, so you guys own.
Maybe.
Okay.
That's
what
just
we're
what the
gonna do?
media portrays.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna. You had her jump up out of her seat.
Breathe.
We're gonna cut to break, and we're gonna bring the actual empowerment guru up.
Bring some power to the
We're gonna bring
conversation.
a specialist up to the table with us, you guys. This is One Mic, One Voice at Roscoe's Media Center every Wednesday at 7 p.m. We'll be right back with Dr. Diva Verdun.
Kevin, were you with Kobe?
Hello, you guys. This is One Mic, One Voice. I'm your host, Chantal Nannette.
What's up? I'm KevinJohn.net.
This is Reezy.org.
I'm your poet, BrookJean.com.
And we have on the panel with us, we have Dr. Diva Verdun. Hi, Diva.
Hi.
How are you?
Welcome.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
What's up, Diva?
Hey. You look good in that orange. Yes.
Ew, you
I do the bright
working
thing.
I didn't get the memo.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't get the
So Diva, I know you've been sitting over there listening to us chime in about this whole relationship thing and divorce and stuff of that sort. What is your reaction or response to any of that?
Which part?
Let's start off. I'm about to say, yeah, any of it. Let's just start off with the divorce, prenuptial. Is it something that you should do before a marriage if you're trying to build a solid union?
I really think that really depends on the two people that are actually getting ready to sign the prenuptial. So if you have a person who wants to get married and the other person is not willing to sign a prenuptial and the other person wants one, they have some work that they need to do to come to an agreement first. Mm-hmm. So it really is not a thing about what other people judge or see. Mm-hmm. It really has to boil down to what those two people are committing to between themselves.
Right.
So I don't really see that as my place to be in a position to say yes or no, it's a good or a bad thing.
So your opinion is that it just depends on the couple?
It depends on the couple, because you do have some people that are very wealthy and they don't believe in prenuptial agreements. Mm-hmm. They believe, if I marry you, you're the one, and whatever I have, you can have. Then you have those people that they feel that they need the prenuptial agreement because maybe they've had 4 marriages.
Mm. Maybe those people don't need to get married.
Maybe not.
What were you guys just talking about before we came back? You were what subject were you?
We were just talking about like when you date an athlete or a professional athlete, you're taking everything that comes
with that. Yeah, it's kind of like dating an entertainer or a rapper or anything in that limelight that is associated with groupies, with that kind of lifestyle.
Well, that's what I wanted to touch on too. I dated a gentleman actually. Well, I didn't get.
He was a basketball player?
No wonder you brought...
Well, I didn't even... I can't even speak on it, but the gentleman, he was of caliber. He's won a couple of Grammys and wrote for a couple of Grammy winners and all that good stuff, yeah. And he specifically told me that it comes with the territory.
Oh, he told you?
And he told you this?
He told me.
Oh.
He said he would never get married. And he says, and actually while we were out to dinner, we were at the back of the, in Malibu, at some restaurant in Malibu, we were at the back of the restaurant, and his eyes literally followed the woman from the time she stepped in the door all the way until she hit the back of the restaurant.
Wow.
Oh,
I was like, wow.
He had that tunnel vision.
But he said, literally, this is how I'm going to be, this is how I am. And he's an older gentleman, much older gentleman. And he said it pretty much comes with the territory. And we did touch on the subject of Kobe, because I think at that time, Kobe was going through the court issue.
Oh, Colorado,
with the Colorado thing.
Yeah.
And he said it comes with the territory.
Well, the thing I have to say to that is you got to respect the man, first of all, for being upfront and honest.
And I definitely appreciated that.
I'm not saying what he said is right, and I would advocate that, but he was honest. And at the least, you have to respect him
and
for
I
that.
can appreciate
and
an
he put it into practice because you saw him.
Yeah,
right. He justified that with his eyes, all right? Why he was saying that.
He was like, this is how it is.
Right? And looked it around. So my question is, after he did obviously disclose that to you, did you pump the brakes, or how did the relationship, develop from there?
Well, once that was disclosed to me, he was very honest, and I told him I appreciated his honesty. We were just friends. I didn't go any further. But I totally appreciate the man's honesty.
Right. Yeah,
the brutalness that some women may not like that, but women trust. Appreciate a man's honesty.
Absolutely.
And just keep it moving. That's all.
And just for the listeners,
and just have friends with benefits.
I have a friend. She says you have to practice the 3M rule.
What's that?
3M?
Yeah, the 3M rule. The movie, a meal, and move on.
Where's the name?
Movie, meal, and move on.
Movie, meal, and move on.
Wow.
That's friends with benefits.
That's what I was going to say. So a movie, mill, and move on. So there's no
shocked. Kevin, people do this. We talked about this last week.
They did. They went in hard on me. No, I'm learning. That's the thing. I'm learning this whole dating game. You know, it's so complex and intricate these days. So the movie, mill, and move on. I might have to maybe endorse that act. We'll see.
Dating doesn't have to be complicated.
No, it doesn't.
What makes it complicated is people go into dating with all of these different concepts on what that person is supposed to be to me. You know, so they get involved with one date and they say, oh, you know, I'm going to marry this person next year. Well, you haven't even gone on the date yet. You just made a commitment to go out with the person, but now all of a sudden you're ready to get married.
Right.
I happen to have a person, I've been counseling her. I met her through Facebook, and she was going to go on its date with a very wealthy doctor in Florida. And she says, I am 53 years old. I haven't been on a date and I don't know when, and I don't want to mess it up, is what she said to me. And I said, well, how can you mess it up if you just go on the date and have fun?
Be yourself.
Okay, so she's thinking all of these things ahead of the date.
Yeah.
She's thinking, oh, well, he's a doctor, he has money, he has this, he has clout, he has all these other things, you know, I might mess it up. So I told her, I said, just go on the date, be yourself and be who you are, and allow your goddess energy to come out. Allow yourself to be who you are as the divine feminine.
Right.
And it will work out. If it doesn't, what did you lose? You went out. The 3M rule now applies.
Exactly.
The movie, the meal, and move on.
Well, another M, she lost out on a millionaire. So, you know.
I guess
the truth is that they are still dating.
Oh,
yeah.
And so, you know, so that particular date worked out very well. So she's like, what do I do now? What do I do next?
Oh, Lord.
I can't give you advice on everything.
It's like, what are you, Hitch here?
It's like, just I will send you my invoice. Okay?
Right? But no, you know, I did want to say to that is what she said was something that stood out to me, and it's authenticity. And whenever you're on a date, we see authenticity just like a woman sees authenticity. You could tell when somebody is trying to please or impress or things of that sort. You know, sometimes, I like it if a woman farts while I'm on a date with her. It shows, okay, maybe I took it too far with that. But belch.
I don't even know what a fart is.
We don't do that.
Women, don't act like y'all don't fart.
You were dating
Don't act like y'all don't pass gas. Y'all probably pass some on the way here. Don't front. But anyways, what I was trying to say is that just shows humility, and it's like at the end of the day, we're all human beings. Just be yourself. Now,
be the you were being when he asked you out.
But the thing is that most people are not dating for the purpose of dating. Okay, dating means I am seeing other people to see who I like. Okay, they're dating with the intention to make that particular person be the end result.
The one,
Right. Okay, especially women. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know, but I'm writing a book on sex right now, and it'll be out in a couple of months. But women go into this whole thing about sex. You have sex with a person, and oh, he's mine. He belongs to me. Men say, I have sex with you, and it was great sex. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Women are having these concepts where sex equals a relationship, where it does not. Sex is sex, and a relationship is sex plus. Okay, so women get this thing where they want to tie the man down. Oh, he took me to dinner. It was nice. It was this. It was all these other things. And they want to control him. They want to make him and mold him into somebody that they envision in their mind that that's who that person should be.
Right.
So then as they get to know this person, he doesn't, he's not this magical person they thought he was. And so now all of a sudden he's this big dog.
Right.
To men, that's a good thing. Because they were raised to be dogs in the first place. Men were supposed to be snakes and snails and puppy dog tails. Women are sugar and spice and everything nice. So when you tell a man
I think I'm getting a little offended by the way that you talking about us over there. I hear ya.
This is true. This is true. This is how we're socialized.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is in my book. When you're a small child, you're socialized as a male. Go out and play and get dirty. Okay? Snakes and snails and puppy dog tails. That's a good thing to men. Getting dirty is good, okay? To women, that's not good because we're socialized to be the sugar, the spice, and everything nice. You got your little dress on, you're not supposed to get dirty, you got your bobby socks, whatever. Fast forward 20 years, you're in the nightclub. fuchsia dress, high heel shoes, and the bobby socks. Whole different process now.
Yeah.
Brother man walks up and he says, "Ooh, baby, you are hot." He says, "Let's go home and have some good, dirty, hot sex." And the first thing she wants to do is pour a drink on him. And he's like, "Well, what happened?" To men, dirty is good. To women, they're too inhibited because of the programming that we have that dirty is bad. So now there's no communication going on anymore because you're the bad girl in all of the features of the dress and the heels and whatever, but your mind says good girl programming, so you can't even have a conversation with the man on a level to just enjoy just being out flirting and having a good time.
Well, okay, so this is my question to that, Diva, from a man's perspective. If you are a woman out, dress provocative, tight stuff on because you want to feel sexy and do your single ladies dance and all that other good stuff, and a man does approach you and say something. Now, I don't believe any man should approach a woman that disrespectful. Just let me put that out there.
I did go over the top to exaggerate a point.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I feel you on that. But I also think that as a woman, you're going to attract what you put out there. If you're a woman and you just go into a club with your cleavage hanging out and your skirt up high and then you want to be upset because a man talks to you in a way that, makes you feel as a hoe, I think that you're kind of responsible for that as well.
100% correct in everything that you said. The problem is that there's a socialization called good girl programming, okay, which speaks totally the opposite to the way that you think that you're supposed to be dressed, because the media and entertainment and everything else says this is how we're supposed to look.
Right.
Because they use sex to sell everything.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So I see all these sexy models. I see all these. So I have to go out and buy these type of clothes, and I'm supposed to dress like this because this is the image of being a sexy woman.
Right.
Okay? So now you go out there, you have the good girl programming going on in your head, and you're like, I know I look hot, I know I look good, but why can't he talk to me like I'm a lady? These are the problems that we have in the conversation, the whole dating world. And that's the reason why it's all screwed up.
Yeah.
Well, Diva, let's tell the listeners and viewers a little bit about who you are. You're an author, doctor.
You got the biography?
Yeah.
We go.
All the volumes.
Yes. Tell the listeners and viewers a little bit about yourself, Diva.
My name is Dr. Diva Verdun, and I actually am a mystic, a minister, an author, and an empowerment guru. I work with people for personal transformation, and I help them take it from zero to hero, basically. And I practice what I call KISS, keeping it spiritually simple. Oh. So we get all caught up into all of these different dogmatic dialogues that put so much religiosity on us that we can't live anymore. And so what I teach comes out of John 10:10, which is to live life and to live it more abundantly. Okay? So everything that I talk about goes back to living life, which is why I call myself the life scholar. Because I don't think that we're ever stop learning how to live life. It's always about absorbing new information so that we can figure it out. We can explore, we can discover, we can see what happens. And a lot of it comes out of our own pain. But people are so afraid of going into their pain to find out who they are. They're afraid to touch it because it might hurt. Well, it's there hurting you for a reason, for you to do self-internalization in order for you to go within and to find out what it is that you need to correct. And there's a lesson in that pain. So that's what I pretty much teach. And I got volumes and stuff about me, Chantal, so you have to ask me questions about what you want to know.
I know, you have a huge
We can
bio.
go from domestic violence in my background all the way up to today.
Diva, where are you from?
Like everybody else, everywhere.
Right. With roots in the South.
I grew up in Fort Worth, Texas. I was born in Madrid, Spain. My father was in the Air Force, and like everybody else, I'm a melting pot. You kind of evolve into getting into Los Angeles. So I didn't actually start off here, but I've been here about 27 years now.
Wow. You look good.
I have a 27-year-old son. That's the reason why I remember.
Oh, there you go.
I was pregnant when I came here.
Hey, Diva.
So you have
trying to
your
do the math
book,
in my
Live Your
head.
Power and Manifest Your Dreams.
Live Your Power and Manifest Your Dreams is going to be a volume. That has not been produced just yet. We're working on producing the sex book first because it's closer to publication right now, and it's also highly in demand. So that has been a 7-year study for me to get there. Most people say, oh, what have you been studying for 7 years?
That was going to be
Well,
the
the
follow-up.
book is on sex, okay? So the funny thing is I get a lot of guys that come to me saying, can we do lab? I'm like, I already have a laboratory partner. Thank you.
Okay.
The book is about to be published, so I already have a lab partner. I don't need one.
Need a lab mouse?
Nope, that too.
That is old.
So, I know you kind of talked about it briefly, but this sex book, it's coming out when again?
Probably in the next couple of months. We're going through the last edit right now, so it's not quite available just yet, but will be available before the summer.
Before the summer, which is good because I'm sure that's when most people
get hot.
That's when they get hot. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
That's summer love.
The book is called Sex, Relationships, and More Sex.
Okay.
Wow.
Healing Read for the Sentient Sexual Being. So basically we deal with a lot of the religious dogmatic things and break those down so that you can be in a position to be more free about your own sexuality. So then you don't have these problems with the sexy hot dress and the dirty and the whatever that I was talking about earlier. So I deal with a lot of those issues in the book.
So kind of like embrace your own sexiness.
Yes, but it's a little deeper than that because it's coming from the standpoint that we have been religiously stifled from our own sexuality. If you look at the church, you have, and I'm a minister, so I'm just going to be real, okay?
Preach.
When you look at the church is filled with women, okay? All the spiritual men are not in the church. And the reason why is because what's being said and forecasted from the pulpit doesn't agree with the man, okay? Because the man has been socialized a totally different way, i.e., fornication, okay? Men don't have a problem with fornication. That word does not bother them. It doesn't scare them. It doesn't bother them. They have no problem with it. You say fornication to a woman, she is ready to run to the hills because, oh, God is don't strike me dead and all this stuff. Okay, can we really talk about what the word fornication means and where it comes from? Can we really do that? Did anybody ever go and research it and find out where does this word come from? What does it really mean? Well, the word fornication is a root word. The root word of it is fornis, which is an architectural term. In the city of Rome, there are archways, okay, which they call fornices. Underneath the fornices, they used to have homosexual prostitution going on there, and that's where the word fornication comes from. And if you don't believe me, go to the Wikipedia and go look it up. Okay, so it's there. So when you tell people this has nothing to really do with sex outside of marriage. There's a bigger, huger dynamic that is going on when you start talking about sexuality. Because when you go back to Genesis and you look at the fact that Adam was alone, God said, oh, you know what? He doesn't need to be alone. And Eve shows up. He never knew what to do with that little piece
And
of
messed
meat.
his life up.
No, see, that's the problem.
Sabotaged that poor man.
And that's the problem right there. Okay, because see, you got to read Genesis very closely. Okay? Eve was never told not to eat the apple. She didn't exist yet.
But he
She did not exist yet. So how did she mess up his life? She did not exist yet.
But that was the specific tree that God was very specific about. Do not touch. Do not take any fruit from there.
I got the Bible app.
And when the
Okay, but
and
what
when
I'm
that little
saying to
snake
you is that you got to go all the way back into Genesis, and you got to understand from the deeper understanding, okay, that when God made Eve, it wasn't for Adam to fall, okay? God made Eve as a gift. Think about the word help me. What kind of help does he need? He can think. He can clean house if he has to. He could wash clothes if he has to. He could work on a job. What kind of help does he need from you, being female? What you there for?
procreate.
Procreate, but more, take it to another level.
Hand holding.
Okay? Sexuality is more about spirituality than people have ever been taught. There is a higher dynamic that comes. You are totally engaged in the Trinity when you are dealing with your sexuality. At the bottom of the pyramid, you have the male, you have the female, and at the top, there's God. And when the three of you come together, you create the orgasm, and that is the closest that you will ever have an opportunity to actually stand before God. And what I want to know is who taught everybody how to say, "Oh God," when they have an orgasm? I don't care who you. Sex don't come with a hand manual that says, "Oh, when you have." By the way, when you have an orgasm, you're supposed to say, "Oh God," but everybody says it.
So I guess so just so I understand, Diva, are you saying that you?
Yeah, come on, sit down.
Come on in.
I'm sorry. I'm opinion. I'm a New Yorker.
All right, you got
Welcome.
New York in the house.
So Diva, are you saying that you endorse sex before marriage?
Am I saying that I endorse sex before marriage?
Or you're even okay with it?
I don't endorse anything.
Okay.
Okay, what I endorse is John 10:10. Which says, live life and live it more abundantly. What I endorse is being able to be open at the top and being able to do the research to understand what study to show thyself approved actually means. That's what I endorse.
So ultimately,
I
you're
what other people are doing, because you know what? If I do, and you go out there and you're engaged in the wrong energies and dynamics, and you're gonna come back and say, "Dr. Diva told me to do this."
Dr. Diva said it was fine. Endorse it.
No. Dr. Diva didn't tell you to do nothing.
I'm living life abundantly.
You have to live your life abundantly.
Dr. Diva, let's see who is this that just joined the panel?
The New Yorker over there. The New York. Is this the lab rat right here?
No. I ain't no rat.
I'm joking.
I just was listening to the comments. Hi, my name is Carlton Enoch. You can Google it. Okay. My opinion is this. My opinion is that everybody has an opinion.
Right.
Everybody thinks they have an answer for something. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think people should do what's good for them. Right. What makes them happy. Now, I mean, if we all go through trials, tribulations, we all have sex, we all believe totally different things. What you need to do as an individual is find what makes you happy.
Agree.
Period.
Right.
Period. If you a guy and you want to be a player, just let the woman know in advance that I'm a player.
There you go. Be honest. Like
just what I do. This is what I look. I ain't looking to get married to nobody. I'm looking to have a good time. We
And
go
that
to
was what
movies.
you
We
said,
can go
she
dancing.
said.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I curse here? No.
You can curse.
And we can fuck. Period. Now, what you want to do? It's up to her to say, you know what? No, I'm not interested, or I'm interested.
Right.
Just be upfront what you do.
yeah.
Period.
And
If you a murderer, that's what you do.
That's what
If you a bank robber, that's what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Last thought. The other thing is, I think we spend too much damn time judging what other people do. Every time we hear somebody do something, we got something. Oh, I'm sorry. Every time we hear somebody do something, we got something to say. And it's okay to have our opinion. But for some particular reason, we want to speak about it as though we would have done it so much different. Or what they did is so wrong. This is what I say to people that say that to me. Fuck you. I'm going to do what I want to do. If you don't like it, just don't be around me. If half of the time when I do bad, I know it's bad from the time that I do. So I ain't trying to fool God. I ain't trying to fool man. I ain't trying to fool nobody. I'm just doing what I want to do. That's it.
So
Nuggets from Carlton right there.
So you're Carlton on the
Carlton from On the Streets. Right.
Diva, that's the production that you're
That's
producing?
right. This is my partner. This is Carlton Enoch. He is actually the CEO for Connection Holdings, and he has several scripts that we've been working on. And the most recent project that we just completed was On the Streets TV show with Carlton Enoch, which just taped on Hollywood Boulevard. So
I seen you guys
I
out
thought
there.
I would bring him for you guys to have a treat. So
A little gem for us.
I didn't even know I was going to be on here.
Hey,
The conversation is just like, okay, wait a minute.
energy like that.
he felt inspired.
Felt compelled.
Right? There you go.
He
Compelled.
always does. So he was trying to not get into it.
Now, speaking of the film project, I understand you guys are in post-production on I See Me. And I was reading the short synopsis on it, and it seems like a very, very compelling story. How did that, because it's on a true story, correct?
Yes.
How did that whole thing come about?
I'll let Carlton tell you.
Yeah, I want to hear Carlton talk again. Go ahead, brother.
I See Me is a true story. I mean, there's a book. There's already a book. It's called I See Me. You can buy it at Amazon, Google, or what's the bookstore just closed, so you can't get it there no more.
Barnes and Noble.
My mama might be sad because all the proceeds from the book go to my mama.
Oh. The story is actually Carlton's life story.
It's my life story.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's your life story. Wow.
We got to check that out.
Definitely.
Wow, bounty hunter. That's.
I used to be. Yeah, I used to be.
How was that life?
What is that life like?
Y'all don't want to make this.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Carlton, like, why y'all asking me?
Segue off of talking.
Right?
I worked for the federal government. I used to track down fugitives all across the world who basically during the drug period in Miami.
Oh, we have to bring you back, Carlton.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, we gonna get in on that. That's a very interesting story. I can't wait. When is the film supposed to be coming out, or is it film festival, shop, distribution? What do you?
It's a horror story, Actually, we're doing rewrites right now. As we speak.
Okay.
We're doing rewrites right now. It's been shopped around. It got optioned back 2003 from a 2011.
Yeah, 2000.
From a company in Canada, and then September 11th came, caused a big ruckus, and so they lost the option wore out, and so now we're just back on it again. We shot a couple of shorts on it, so now we're playing with it again.
Cool.
Okay, good.
So, Diva, you have a fragrance out called My DNA.
Yes, actually, Carlton and I are partners on that project as well.
Okay.
My DNA fragrance actually was a brainstorm that he had while we were actually taping I See Me. And he came to me and he says, I have this concept for a fragrance that you can create that's unique to every single person. They have their own fragrance. And I said, well, what is it? He says, well, it would be made from their DNA genetic code. I was like, how the hell are we gonna create perfume from people's DNA genetic code? It's not gonna smell good, because I thought at that time it meant the body odor was connected to it or something. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so he was determined that we were going to create this particular project. So we started playing around and with the development of that project, and it's evolved into a really wonderful fragrance opportunity for people that want to have their own unique couture fragrance. And we've gotten quite a bit of publicity from it. Tyra Banks had given everybody in her audience a bottle of My DNA fragrance. That was really fun. It's been on People magazine. It's been on the BBC. Carlton's been on radio in the UK several times for My DNA fragrance. And so it's gotten a lot of publicity, and so it's still cooking along. It's a great project. If anybody knows anyone with some investment money, I sure would like to talk to them right now.
Right?
Like Chanel.
Partnership.
Actually, I came up with the concept during the OJ trial. And then I just DNA was so expensive back then. It was like $10,000 to get DNA made, have your DNA done. And so I just set it in the back of my mind for a while. And then, as she mentioned, a few years back, 5-6 years back, I started it again. And what I was looking for was a way to create a fragrance, as she mentioned, that would be unique, and every fragrance would be different. Because when you go to the store, and then you buy, let's say you buy Chanel No. 5. Well, just about when everybody puts on Chanel No. 5, it smells like Chanel No. 5. You walk. Women are very good at picking up fragrances.
Right.
You walk in the room, and go, oh, she wearing so and so and so and so.
Yeah.
Well, My DNA fragrance, what it did is we take your DNA through a swab kit, we send it in, and then they extract numbers. It's all based on numbers.
The code.
The code.
Okay.
Like everyone has a different social security number.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is that number is all proprietary how we do it, but we take your particular number and build a fragrance based on those numbers. So if everyone has a different number, then everyone has a different what?
Fragrance.
How
And
cool
that's
is
how
that?
it's
Carlton,
designed.
tell them about the formulation and about eco.
So then I took it further and went into got the rights for other people's fragrances, And like, so for instance, if you bought Chanel No. 5, see, fragrances all have alcohol, poisonous chemicals, so forth and so on in them. In fact, there's many buildings today that don't even allow you to wear fragrance in them, especially in New York City. If you might have read it in the Times and you know, stuff like that. Crazy. But what happened is, so I decided to create those same fragrances, but take out all the harmful chemicals. So now just about every mainline fragrance that's out there, well, I think we probably had a rights to about 40 different fragrances. Now you can actually buy
40 for men and 40 for women.
Right, you can buy J-Lo, P. Diddy, whatever, but you can buy it now in a green fragrance, so it has no harmful chemicals in it at all.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Because I sometimes have problems with even the high-priced cologne perfumes. If I put it on, because my skin is so sensitive, and the next day I have like little
rashes.
Yeah.
Well, the fortunate part about it is
that's the
that's the alcohol or ethanol, and they have so many other chemicals. I mean, ethanol is what they put in your car, so you're gonna put it on your skin. So really? the great thing about it is that you can now buy P. Diddy or J-Lo or any other name brands in a green version for like $19.
Oh, okay.
Because it doesn't have all the chemicals in it, so you don't have to pay for something that
still smell the same. It smells exactly the same, and it lasts longer. Actually, I have on Coach right now.
Oh. I thought I smelled something in the air. I was.
It lasts a lot longer because there's actually more of the perfume content is in the fragrance. They have in the fragrance what they call a fragrance throw. So when you spray it in the air, the alcohol is what's carrying the fragrance in the air. And so most of your fragrance is being evaporated when you first spray it out of the bottle. Well, our fragrances, both the My DNA line and the Eco line, neither one of them have alcohol in them, which was another one of them.
And you get more sex when you wear our fragrance.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I know that is.
You know that from personal experience?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, okay. Do you got an extra bottle?
We have one on us right now.
No, where can we purchase this?
You can purchase it online. You can go to mydnafragrance.com.
Okay.
And you can purchase the fragrance there, or you can go to ecoperfumeandcologne.com.
Okay.
So how do I purchase something like do I have to send in a swab of something?
Yeah, when you purchase My DNA, the My DNA is made from your DNA genetic code. Right. So when you purchase that fragrance, it runs $139 for straight oil, which is straight perfume, or $119 for our aloe vera, which is the one that does. Both of them have aloe vera. One is aloe vera oil, the other one is aloe vera liquid. It's the liquid so that you can spray.
Okay.
But so they have a healing content in the fragrance for your skin. So you don't get those little rashes and stuff from our fragrance anymore. But when you order the fragrance, we will send you a swab kit for you to do a cheek sample at home. And then you mail that back directly to our laboratory, and then we will send you a copy of your
And don't
DNA
worry
report.
about we're going to do anything with your DNA. I don't want to make this a perfume show, but you leave your DNA everywhere you go.
Yeah, that's true.
It's on this desk. When you pick up a glass, when you pick up a door, nobody can do anything with your DNA.
You're not getting cloned.
In Europe and overseas, they literally carry DNA kits in their purses and stuff like that.
Okay, well, cool. We're actually, oh my gosh, time is passing us by so quick. We have to wrap it up within the next few minutes or so. Diva.
Yes.
And Carlton, was there any last things you'd like to let the listeners and viewers know?
How can the listeners reach you as well?
Yeah.
I can be found all over the internet under Dr. Diva PhD, Dr. Diva PhD. My website is drdivapphd.com. On Facebook under Dr. Diva PhD. I'm on Twitter under Dr. Diva PhD. If you type in Dr. Diva in Google, it's going to come up.
It's coming up.
Right. So I'm very, very searchable on the internet, so you will find me. It's not very difficult to do. So look me up. Let me know if you're interested in the book. We will begin doing pre-sale shortly. Also, we will be doing a huge women's conference in Las Vegas very soon, probably at the end of this year. It's called Divas Living Real, and we will be doing a goddess circle. It's going to be a lot of fun, and so that information will also be coming out shortly. We're still in the negotiations right now with the hotel, so very excited about that conference.
Awesome.
All right. That's what's up. Carlton,
you have something you'd like to?
Carlton,
How can the people reach you?
I feel like I was bothering y'all show. What you want to reach me for? I don't know. You can find me on the corner of La Brea and Sunset. I'm standing right there with my
On Hollywood.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, you can just, you can just Facebook me, Carlton
There's a roster.
ENOCH.
Okay, awesome. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap the show up, you guys. This is we're concluding our show. I'm tongue twisted here.
I see.
We encourage poets, musicians, singers,
comedians,
any artists, performing artists.
Yes, to
doctors.
Sign up for our show, speakers, authors, to sign up for our show at One Mic, One Voice Radio at gmail.com. And also you can Facebook us at One Mic, One Voice. And also you can tweet us at One Mic _ One Voice. We out, you guys.
Bye.
Peace out.
Respect.
That was great.